Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2, Storm of Zehir. This is Big Los, and we're back in the Temple of Waukeen in the city of Neverwinter. Off camera, I did a lot of trading to get some trade bars, but we also got enough XP to level up Inshula, so we'll just recommend everything for her. Now we gotta pick a feat. It gives her evasion naturally, yeah, Ranger level 9, okay. So what does it recommend? Spring attack. Well, in this game, that's really not that useful, especially if you have tumble. I'd hate to waste a feat on just that when we can get something better. Yeah, there's spring attack. Two-weapon fighting, I thought we already had that. Why is it giving us the option for two-weapon fighting? I thought we get that with our combat style for the Ranger. Let's cancel. I need to check. Have I been hallucinating this whole time? Yeah, it says we have improved two-weapon fighting because of our Ranger combat style. Okay, I think that if you have two-weapon fighting and improved two-weapon fighting from your class, they should remove that from available feats to get, because otherwise you might be getting a redundant feat. Unless there's a bug where you get an extra attack out of it. I don't want to waste a feat just to find out. It probably won't even work anyway. What is this? Natural bond. Okay, so since she doesn't have any levels in another class, that is completely useless to her. Well, we could take two-weapon defense and get another point to AC whenever she's dual-wielding. That might be a good one to get. What about down here? Well, we could get another favored enemy, but we only have the choice between goblinoids and reptilians? Nah. We don't really fight those too often. Alright, two-weapon defense it is, and another .2 armor class. Very well, and of course the dinosaur gets unsummoned. You don't have any extra spells. Yes. So we're just going to re-summon the dinosaur companion. And then we're not even going to keep her for very much longer. Now, as you can see, I got over 1,300 trade bars, so that's more than enough to join the Fated Winds. So let's go do that right now.
New face, huh? Welcome to the headquarters of the Fated Winds, stranger. What do you need?
I'm interested in joining your organization. A smart choice, stranger. We've got an entrance fee of 250 trade bars, of course. Gets us an associate level rank. I have the necessary trade bars, and I want to join. Fine by me. Oh, but there's one last thing you should know about. Once you join up with the Winds, other groups, they'll steer clear of you. Probably think you'll steal their secrets. Ha! As if they had any worth taking. But just so you know. Well, we could do a bluff right now. What about you? Bluff or something else? Or we could intimidate. I think we should do that one, actually. You're gonna lower that fee for me. Heh, with an attitude like that, I almost wish I could. It's a good fit for us. But you'll need the full 250 bars to get in. Sorry. Not so sure I like being constrained. Yeah, because she's chaotic. That's business, lass. Won't find any less of rules anywhere else. But if you still want in, and you've got the bars, you're welcome to it. Alright. Understood. I'd like to join.
Much in my pack to move.
Wise as a sage you are, and not one of those crazy ones like Alden on mine. At any rate, you're now an associate of the Fated Winds, and if you need anything, our quartermaster should be able to help you out. And everybody got a Neverwinter entry pass, so now we don't have to pay 200 gold to enter the city. And it looks like that's a little too much for Nevalle. Here's your city pass. Hold on to that tight, too. Show that to the guards, and they'll quit pestering you for that cursed entry fee. I'd start saving for the next rank in the winds if I were you. Pretty big fee going along with it. Might be able to help you out if you've got a mind. Jobs sometimes come my way that I pass out to those I think might be a good match. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Welcome to the Fated Winds, friend. Timora, make sure your breeches are tied, and Waukeen, fill your pockets with shiny things, eh? Okay, let's talk to...
yes.
Actually, let's deal with this. She just can't carry anything, can she? Just not strong enough. I guess we're gonna have to get rid of some things here. Why don't we get rid of these amulets she's holding on to? I mean, you can't even take a pass without getting overloaded. Well, I guess that's about it. So what does this do? There's nothing special about this item. What does that mean? You can use it 3 times per day? I don't even understand that. Activate item on yourself. Does that even come into play? What do I need to attain the next rank within the cartel? For the colleague level, you're looking at a 1,000 trade bar cost. Still interested? Actually, I could do it right now, but no. Understood. Let's discuss something else. Go ahead. Now that I'm a member, I'd like to ask... I'm searching for 2 associates of my employer, Ilfos and Kizu. My employer is searching for them. Well, I saw in our records that Jordan met with them recently, but I don't know why or what they talked about. Probably you should ask Wright about it personally. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Do you have any work for me? Aye, but not a great one, so keep your expectations low, mind. Some crazy fire genasi calling himself Phineas the Sensate wandered in today, asking for some rare resources. Not even shipments. Hardly even more samples. He might have good reason for it, or he could be more confused than an orc in the court of at Evermeet. Either way, his money seems good. If you care to try your luck with him, he's wandering outside the temple. Do you have any other work for me? We got an interest in you acquiring the trading post building up here in Tyr's Eye. Even though we may not use it directly, we don't want it in anyone else's hands. I've heard through sources that the other factions are interested as well. Find Sir Nevalle and ask him what you need to do to secure ownership of that building. Farewell. I guess we have no choice. We gotta talk to this guy, Jordan.
Why are you wasting my time?
I'm here to ask after Ilfos and Kizu. I've heard they met with you, and my employer is searching for them. There's no way in the hells that I'm going to discuss this with you. My personal meetings are my own business, and that of the highest ranking members of the Fated Winds. I'd kindly ask you not to waste my time with such questions in the future. Well, gee, thanks. So, this guy's not any help. Well, what are we going to tell Sasani? I guess one of the things in this episode is we will go back to Crossroad Keep and find out. Oh, another thing. Off camera, I also set up an outpost in Leolon. It cost me 300 trade bars. Yes, I did that much trading. So we have an outpost in Leolon as well, and there's also one that was automatically set up in West Harbor after we defeated the dragons, so that was a free one. So let's talk to this guy, Phineas the Sensate.
I welcome you, friend.
Let's do this lore check. A Sensate, that's a kind of secret society, correct? Not secret, no, but an organization, yes. That is a decent approximation. In my home, the Society of Sensation is a group that is dedicated to, well, I suppose the term might best communicate it is exploration. We desire to learn as much about everything around us as we possibly can. We then share that experience with others. I can appreciate the search for knowledge, a noble goal. Perhaps we are cut of the same cloth then. If you complete this work for me, maybe I could share some of my experiences with you. You're a fire genasi, right? Where are you from? Somewhere quite far away. I'm certain you wouldn't know it. Lore. Try me. I'm quite well versed in the geography of the realms. I'm sorry. I'm quite certain that it's nowhere you've been or know of, and I prefer not to talk about it. Let's just keep to the business at hand, Burke. Lore. Judging by your appearance, I might guess one of the elemental planes. Not all of my people hail from the inner planes, though I must commend your knowledge. I hear you're looking for certain rare resources. Oh, is that what you call them? I prefer the term artifacts, but I suppose you utilize them for more mundane purposes. I digress. Yes, I am collecting them. If you can bring me samples of 3, what did you call them, rare resources, I can provide quite a wealth of this region's trade bars. Let's see, wealth is a vague term. Let's do this one. I don't suppose I could hear more about this museum you plan on building, could I? Ah, you might find it somewhat commonplace, but I assure you, in my home, it will be a thing of wonder, well appreciated. How about if we say I've brought you a resource? Fantastic! What have you brought me? I guess I haven't brought you anything. Okay. I wonder what we're supposed to get. Maybe like adamantine and mithril? Are you interested in collecting ore, skins, or timber? Ah, no, my friend. Here, those are almost as commonplace as the air we breathe. I can acquire those quite easily myself. What are you doing here? No. But in Samarak, those are considered rarer. Yes, but we are quite far from Samarak, aren't we? And what is quite common in one place can be quite rare in another. Kind of the point of this whole museum thing in the first place, you know? What are you doing here? I am gathering rare artifacts for a museum. I am opening back home, the Museum of Torilus. Let's see. Where is home? Somewhere quite far away? Yeah, we've already gone through that. Who are you? My name is Phineas, and most call me the Sensate. I'm sure we asked all of these things. Yes, we did. Can I ask you something else? Farewell. Alright, let's go talk to Sir Nevalle about acquiring that trading post. Safe passage to you. I'm interested in purchasing the trading post here in the Black Lake District. Indeed, it's a fine piece of property, and I'm sure you're aware that many people are interested. We'll allow you to purchase it for 800 trade bars. That is not negotiable, by the way. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I'll pay. Excellent. A pleasure doing business with you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have pressing business to attend to, but I got other things to ask you. And we did get 100 or 1,000 XP, I should say, for that. Safe passage to you. I need to acquire a pass for Finch the Bard. Finch, yes, I'm familiar with the man. You're aware he's accused of theft. I can't clear the past of a criminal. Well, we could do diplomacy. Or I guess those are wisdom checks that they can do. Now let's just do diplomacy. Finch is an entertainer, not a thief. He simply wants to honor his agreement to perform his schedule. You do have a point. I can't just take your word for it, however. You'll need to speak to the wife of the accuser, Lady Janelle. She should be out strolling in the Black Lake District, probably just outside the Wailing Wench, if I know her. Speak with her on the matter, and let me know what she says. Is there anything else I could do with you? Do you have any work available? Nothing you'd be interested in, I'm sure. Farewell. Okay, well, luck has it, here's Lady Janelle right now.
Yes, may I help you?
Well, we can intimidate her, or we could diplomacy her. Let's diplomacy. The authorities say Finch stole your husband's Lantanese timepiece. Nevalle needs you to confirm this. Confirm his innocence. They say that he, what? The jealous dimwit? Have too much wine one night, pat an errant bard on the rump, and all of a sudden you can't be trusted, is it? Well, never you mind. I'll set my husband straight, and you tell Nevalle what I said. My word should be enough. We shall set things to rights. Alright, I guess that's all there is then. Let's talk to him again. Safe passage you. I spoke with the lady, Janelle, and she says Finch is innocent, and that her word should be enough. That sounds like Janelle, alright? Fine. It's between her and her husband now, and I wouldn't get between those two for all the platinum in the Sword Mountains. So I guess next time we talk to Finch the Bard, we'll get XP for that. Very well, I'll inform the guards that Finch's name has been cleared. His city pass is valid once more, and he ought to be able to perform as scheduled. Is there anything else I can do for you? No. Okay. Well, let's go back into the tavern and switch out Inshula, since she is level 9 now. We gotta put in one of the other companions who's level 8, so we can level everybody up about evenly. I guess we'll pick Umoja because he's got a very useful dinosaur companion. And his spells are awesome. And there's still that bug where it's still saying that Inshula was level 8 for some reason. Even though she was level 9. Oh, we got spells to pick. Level 4 spells. What can we do? I mean, we got like 4 castings of Stone Skin. Why don't we do another one? Ice Storm is always useful. What about for level 3? We got something for the Animal Companion. Well, we already have Greater Magic Fang. I guess we could just do another Spider Skin. Yeah, you know what? We'll do that. I like buffs. Yes. Buffs are good.
I know this means. Follow close.
Alright. We'll have you lead since you'll be walking on the map. And we'll head back to Crossroad Keep, I guess. Try to get some more information. So we should be down to about 300 trade bars right now. It's not too hard to get those up. You just have to know where to go. What I've learned is that you can buy timber and Zalantar.
It is cold here, I know. And people can be good to me.
Okay. Well, what I've learned is that you can buy Zalantar and timber in Thunder Tree and then sell those at High Cliff and make a pretty good profit. You could also buy timber and skins in West Harbor and sell those in High Cliff and Leolon, but you really won't make as much money. But if you're going to be traveling between those two towns anyway, you might as well do it. Very good. Let's go this way. See, I hate that when you click on another character and it's like you go all the way back to where you started. One of the things they haven't fixed with all the patches in this game, unless there's a patch out there that I'm not aware of. Oh, let's go over here. And we find a body with 1,250 gold pieces. Man, we could really use that, considering how much money I've been spending on caravans. I upgraded the caravan from Thunder Tree to Crossroad Cape to level 3. Oh, who's this? Kana? guess we'll talk to her. The woman says nothing as you approach, her hand resting lightly on her sword. Let's do lore. You're Kana, former seneschal of Crossroad Keep, aren't you? You are correct, but that was some time ago. I have now returned to following the way of swords. Why did you leave the keep? I left off my studies of the way, and now I return. That is how it is. And it ain't what it ain't. Tell us about the way of swords. It is a warrior's life path, a way of seeking perfection with a single weapon. We could use someone like you. Care to join us? I apologize, but for this part of the way, I must travel alone. Could you show us some fighting techniques then? You spend some time sparring with Kana. You have done well, but I can show you no more. The rest you must learn on your own. Thank you, Kana. Perhaps we shall meet again. And we got 500 XP for that, just for talking to her. I know we could have probably attacked her, and we're evil, and it probably would have been appropriate for our alignment. But I don't know. Maybe we can get even more experience by not killing her. I mean, the last time we killed everybody, we really didn't get very much out of it. That was that red wizard and his slave mob attacking him. I think you can get more if you just do the dialogue trees than just go straight to attacking. So here we are back in our headquarters. So let's talk to Sonny about what we have learned.
Now that we have a trading post here on the Sword Coast, we'll need to set up a caravan route to start bringing in income. I've hired a local caravan master. His name is Odell, and you can find him outside the large warehouse in the courtyard. You shall be able to make the arrangements through him.
But I've already set up caravans. Now that you're on the Sword Coast, what are your plans?
Despite the setbacks in Samarak, there is a great deal of opportunity here on the Sword Coast. The economy here wavers on the verge of ruin, and it will take an enterprising merchant to repair it.
Repair it?
Perhaps it is different here in the north, but a stable economy is in the best interests of everyone. Short-sighted profiteering will only cause it to crumble further, and I have my eyes set upon longer-term goals.
Okay, well, I have questions about
What
trading.
would you like to know?
Let's see. What happens if I run out of trade bars?
As an employee of this company, you are entitled to a monthly stipend of trade bars. The size of the stipend, however, will depend on how well the company is doing.
So how can I collect my stipend? I guess we'll talk to her.
Here's your share of the income our company has brought in recently. Enjoy!
Hey, we got 2,200 trade bars. You can use these trade bars for trading purposes, exchange it for gold, or reinvest in the company. What will reinvesting in the company do? Or I'd like to buy an upgrade. Let's do that one. Sadly, we don't have the resources at the moment. You'll need to donate more trade bars if you have any. You'll need to donate 500 more trade bars before we have the capacity to build another upgrade. Okay, I'd like to donate trade bars into the company to help it grow. Alright, well, I guess we'll just... No, let's move this all the way to 500. There we go. And even 500.
Ah, a small profit, but this is a good start. Lady Sasani will be pleased.
These trade bars can be used for upgrades here at the keep, should you wish it. Okay, well... I wonder what we can do with this upgrade. I'd like to build an upgrade. Excellent. What did you want to do? Upgrade the portal. According to Arias' calculations, he claims we'll need 5 units of adamantine and 5 units of dark steel to upgrade the portal. Something about making sure the magic is properly reinforced or conducted. Was there anything else? Okay. I'd like to build an upgrade. How about... Let's do the Shrine to Waukeen. Actually, let's get the word out. No, let's do the Shrine to Waukeen. We'll need 5 units of timber and 5 units of mithril to finish the shrine. the Waukeen have very expensive taste. So, are we going to get a mission for all of this stuff? Let's get the word out on the quality of our goods and services. We'll need some basic resources to get this one anyway. 5 units each of timber, ore, and skin should be easy enough for you to come by. Great. Another mission. Is there anything else? I guess we might as well just do the rest of them. How about upgrading the weapons? My source wants 5 units of coal iron and 5 units of Zalantar before he's willing to make the trade. Well, that's wonderful. Was there anything else? How about the armor? My source wants 5 units of mithril and 5 units of adamantine before he's willing to make the trade. How about if we exchange trade bars for gold? No, it doesn't really give you an exchange rate. You know what? Let's just cancel. Okay, so why don't we go rest up since Umoja still has some damage from before. I'm surprised that he hasn't healed it for all the time that we've been spending away. Okay, he should have prepared his spells. He's healed himself up. So we got about 2,700 more XP before we level up again. And I can't wait because level 11 will be pretty sweet. So Sasani did say that there's a caravan master out here, so let's talk to him.
Evening, boss. Something I can get done for you?
Yeah, I'd like to, or I need to set up a caravan. Well, what's in the warehouse first? Crates, wagon parts, rats, and more crates. It's just a warehouse. Alright, show me what goods I have stored in there. Nothing yet. I guess if you ship it to Crossroad Keep, that's where it goes.
Done for you?
Yeah, I need to set up a caravan, please. From Crossroad Keep to... How much will it cost to go to Leolon? 4,000 gold. That's a lot. I don't think I have that much. How about to Neverwinter City? 2,000 gold. That's more like it. It says that it's not particularly dangerous and not very profitable, but it is cheap. And we already have the ones going to Thundertree and Highcliff, so we can't set those up anymore. Alright, we'll establish this one. And we get 700 XP just for paying 2,000 gold. Great. So the caravan, it says, is under construction, so we can't upgrade it yet, but it will cost 4,000 gold to upgrade it. Let's check the status on the other routes, I guess. So that one's under construction. We haven't set up one to Leolon yet. We get 40 income to Highcliff and 100 income to Thundertree because we've upgraded both of those to level 3. So I'm guessing if we get a lot of trade bars, we're going to have to exchange some for gold and then use those to upgrade these caravans to increase the income that we get. So the journal says that we have all of these quests that we have to fulfill to do an upgrade. I'm guessing I'll just do all of those off camera, since they're not particularly exciting or, I want to say, important. Maybe it'll only let me do one of them, so I'll just pick one and I'll find the resources, and then I'll come back here.
I understand that our first caravan is underway. Well done. It is but a small start, and additional trading posts and caravans grow our company faster. However, you are adventurers, and I understand if you choose to pursue more exciting opportunities.
It doesn't say anything about the merchants. I guess we'll have to talk to her again.
I trust everything goes well.
Alright, I've learned that your associates were last seen in the company of Jordan Wright.
The leader of the Fated Winds. I've heard of this man. Successful, but with a dark reputation. Not necessarily the most ideal business partner.
All the more reason to cease these inquiries. Wright could ruin our enterprise with a thought, should he desire it.
Continue to gain position within the Fated Winds. You may be able to maneuver yourself into a position to discover the truth.
Okay, so according to her, we have to gain influence within the Faded Winds by coming up with more trading bars, which means more trading between towns. Is that all this game is trading? Oh man. Alright, so I guess we'll get even more trade bars off camera, and I guess we'll get some of those resources. So this is Big Low signing off. Thanks for watching. See you next time, and Tango and Buendia.